There is only one fishing capital of the world, a place where fishing is our way of life. Join us for another Florida Adventure Quest.
Florida Adventure Quest is brought to you by Interstate Batteries, Okuma High Performance, Live Target Lures, Salt Life Sport Optics, Bimini Bay Outfitters, Rig Wrap Storage Solutions, Waterproof Charts, Power Pole, Bass Assassin, and Real Tees Custom Teasers.
I'm out here in Estero Bay today, kind of cruising around doing a little summertime scouting. Here it is, late July.
Yep.
All right. It's pretty. Get you some of that. They can be tough this time of year. You just got to get out and spend some time and look for the fish in the shallow water. Well, we're back at them again this morning. We got back in here. You saw yesterday's action. Holy cow, he said, just go ahead and throw one over there. I think there's a bunch of them right there, and sure as heck. Then as soon as it drops down, which we got a 2 o'clock low, they're gonna put, uh-oh, I'm on. Oh, yeah. Well, I just got a text from Captain Seth. I'm out here in Estero Bay today, kind of cruising around doing a little summertime scouting. Here it is, late July. The sea trout are moving around, the snook are getting pretty thick out here, and there's been a lot of redfish. And Captain Seth says there's even been some big schools, like 100 to 200 reds in a big group, like you see some of our fall time shows. So believe it or not, I'm gonna run over to Seth. We're gonna meet him. He's on the other side of the bay on a flat, and he's got a big herd located. Let's run over there and find him. Heard you found them.
I did, man. Got some good ones right there.
Big school?
Pretty good school, man. I've seen two schools. There was a school that only had 40 or 50 in it that milled by. It looked like they were all oversized fish. And then right when I was about done with my charter, we found another school of them that was probably 150, 200 fish. I just finished dropping them off, came back out.
Great.
They're still in here, so let's go.
Well, hop on in. I got all the gear ready. We
can
can use my Okuma stuff. And
yeah, they're just right over here, kind of off the edge of the grass in this little extra sand hole. They're just sitting there. See this bar? Come off the sand, kind of where that stuff's working. That's where you want to be.
Now?
Yeah, kind of out on the edge of that. Yeah, perfect.
Is it far enough?
Yeah, it's perfect.
I come out here this morning just to kind of do some scouting around. The fish been moving a lot this summer, and I knew Seth was out here, and I figured we'd split up a little bit. So I made a run around this morning by myself just to kind of take a look at some things and see what's going on. And then I got a call from Seth not shortly after, actually about 9:30, and he said those fish are gonna move up in here once this water comes up. Here it is just about high tide, and sure enough, they've moved up in here, and there's a lot of boats in this area. It's a high traffic area. But if you find these fish in this clear water, they will hit artificials this time of year, but when they're so ganged up and they're scattered around, it's really tough to just go around blind casting. You really need to find the fish first, and then best bet is just put some cut bait down and nail them. And if you can get them on artificial, that's great, but a lot of times it can be tough.
Here we go, I'm on.
Right. Good job.
Took him a minute to get it though, dude. I had to wait on him.
Well, they just kind of boogered around just a little bit. Flared over to that side. Boom. Oh, he's a beauty. Pretty. Kicking.
Mm-hmm. I don't think this fish was with the school. You know, a bow game?
Yeah, we'll get a bogue on him. Oh, that's a nice fish. He's bigger than 4 or 5 pounds, bro.
Yeah, still a good fish, yeah.
Yeah. That's 6, 7 pounder.
Yeah, it's a good slot
Good
fish.
fish. Pretty. Whacked on that chunk. That didn't take long.
No, it didn't take too long at all,
Come on
man.
up here, Seth.
Not all. Nice, easy hook out.
Yeah,
Wasn't too
good
bad.
job, dude.
Thought
Pretty
he was hooked a little
fish.
deep, but he
Yeah.
wasn't. Nice.
Good fish. Well, good job, dude. Let's grab
Pretty fish,
another
man.
one.
Yeah,
out of
let's
that
get another
school.
one.
That was a pretty one. Boy, he's white.
Yeah, he is white.
White belly, white fins. Beautiful. Let's get another one, bro. That was awesome. Pretty simple rig we've just got a 4.0 Mutu light circle on some 30-pound fluorocarbon, and we're taking a pinfish. We've whacked the fins and the tail off. Keeps them from swimming around down the weeds and getting all fouled up, plus it gives a ton of scent off. These fish are kind of combing around out in this grass out here, and that's a very effective. He wiggles a lot, he makes a lot of noise, and he also puts out a lot of scent. So a great way to find these redfish quick. There he is, right there. Oh man, feels like a good one.
Good job, Jason.
God, they're just milling all over. Look at my line. Look at all that crap on there. I got a clothesline going.
Oh, nice.
He was down in the grass. Oh, there's another one with him.
Is there?
Yeah. Oop. Yeah, he's definitely over slot. Get you some of that. Oh, he's a beauty. Pretty. Pretty.
Gorgeous fish.
He's real pretty. 9 pounds. He's over slot. He'd be heartbreaking in a tournament. You put a scale on him, he's probably 28 and a half, maybe 29. Pretty little spots on him. Fish fought good.
Beautiful fish.
Summertime redfish. Southwest Florida. How many times you gonna hear me say it, folks? You need to get down here. Year round. Awesome. Let's get him back. Pretty fish. Oh. Yeah, he fought good. Beautiful. Well, Seth, that made my day.
Nice fish, man. Good job, bro.
That was awesome.
Yeah, man, beautiful fish. Pretty much a staple for us. You know, our redfish are the staple fish that we can usually either release or let people take home. So it's a good staple for Southwest Florida, man, absolutely.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Man, I tell you what, I cast this thing at Country Mountain. I didn't even realize. What are we using here, Jason?
That's the Helios from Okuma. That's the 40S. That's one of their new spinning reels. And that thing does cast a mile. And the 40 holds like 350 yards of line. So if you do hook something giant, you don't have to chase them down. You can stand right there and battle them. Plus, it's 6-3 to 1 high speed. And then I've got the Cedros. This one's also 6-3 to 1. This is the 40S CJ from Okuma. And this thing is a great reel too. This one is a little bit more heavy duty, but that one's all carbon graphite. It's super light. You can stay on the deck and fish with that thing all day long.
And the rod itself, man, is perfect.
Yeah, these Airwave rods are great. They're perfect for these redfish. And if you do hook something, this is a 10 to 20 pound Airwave rod. If you do hook something nice, like a 40-inch snook or maybe a 20, 30 pound tarpon, you can land them on these outfits. I've caught 50, 60 pound tarpon on these outfits. Now you got to run them down with the trolling motor or the big motor, but these rods will handle them all day long.
They should just keep milling in and out of that whole little plume. Here we go, I'm on. Fish on.
Seth, you are knocking them silly, buddy.
They're a little bit tough with this other wind.
Yeah, that wind switched out.
Wind switched up and kind of screwed us up. It feels like a good one. Yeah, he's shaking his head good.
Crank away, man. Nice and through.
It's a beautiful fish. I'm not gonna let him get back there.
Beautiful.
Pretty blue tail.
Looks like he's got a little nipped. Something got a hold of him.
Good little corner of the mouth hooks there. Yeah, his tail's got a little bite out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Old and healed too.
He wasn't getting away.
Good fish, man.
Is this your spot or what?
I've been here once or twice.
I'll let you catch them all, Seth. You can catch 20 in a row for all I care. This is your day, bro.
Yeah,
you never get to fish. You
Finally
get
a
to
day
fish
out on
today.
the water with a rod in my hand.
That's right, man.
Without
That's
handing
cool.
them off. It's nice.
That's a pretty fish.
Good job.
Good job. Beautiful. Let's get another one, bro. That was awesome. Well, Seth, here we are again out here slaying these redfish, man. I'll tell you what, it is a lot of fun. I'll never get tired of catching these things, no matter what. And you never know. You might hook a 40-inch snook right here, or
Oh yeah.
30-inch sea trout.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trophies on this flat here in Estero. It's a fun place. You bring a lot of your clients out here?
Oh yeah, I had a 46-inch snook on Tuesday out here on the really low tide, just actually trying to pluck off a couple reds for their dinner.
Yeah.
And
That's a giant.
yeah, and then the 46-inch snook up. It was great because, you know, out here these snook have nowhere to go. So
Yeah.
you 10-pound line and a 30-pound leader, you
Oh,
just might have
man.
to chase them down on the trolling motor a little bit. And
That's great.
you know,
Yeah,
a lot of
we're
people-
only in a couple foot of water here, folks.
Yeah, a lot of people fish this flat, and really, you know, you can have the numbers of people on here if everybody just takes their time and comes in slow. The key to this is a slow, stealthy approach, and if you get near another boat, you know, keep the rule. 2 cast rule, basically, cast and a half. If you're 2 casts away or more, you're okay. You get in within casting distance, which for us is a long throw.
Yeah.
So don't come near casting distance and do it the right way.
Yeah.
Because you don't spook the fish for everybody else. You know, if it's better for you and whoever's out here.
There he is. You're right. Oh man, Seth, this is goon. Golly, this is a big one. Well, we're back at him again this morning. We got back in here. You saw yesterday's action. We got in a little bit late. Seth found him in the afternoon after his charter. And we got there just as the high tide peaked out and they quit biting. So we said, let's get back in here tomorrow, which is today. And they moved just a little bit farther south, but this feels like a much bigger fish. Seth, put us on them immediately. Estero Bay. This is a big fish right here. As soon as we pulled up, the ferry went by and it rolled a big wake across this flat and it kind of boogered the herd right there. And we were able to get them spotted and we moved right up here and power poled down. As soon as I threw that chunk of pinfish in there, dunk, and he was on. And these are all some much bigger fish than we've seen. Good fish. Man, these things fight. My Lord. So exciting. These big overslot reds are just bruisers. You've never caught a redfish before. Man, time you do, this is exciting. Oh man, what a fish. Oh. There's how you get it started right there, folks. First thing in the morning. We haven't even been here for 2 minutes. Seth's still cleaning the boat up from net and bait. Holy cow, he said, just go ahead and throw one over there. I think there's a bunch of them right there, and sure as heck, that's a 33, 34 incher. Man, he's drumming, big male.
Beautiful fish. That was a big school too, Jake.
Whew, that was a big school, man. Those were all big fish. Mutu circle hook. Money, let's get him back. I know there's a whole bunch more in there. And maybe some bigger ones. He is gonna be spawning. That is definitely a male. And it is definitely time. Look at that fish. Whew. That is a great one. He wore his butt out. All right, Seth. That was great, dude. I mean, instantly. Oh man, this is some furious action. As soon as you get up there, you throw in, boom, fish on. Just incredible.
Nice. Ooh, look at them go
what
with
was
them.
that?
They were reds. They went with them. You just spit you. There's 3 or 4 of them came up with it. See
Are you
them?
serious?
You're right where you should be too.
Golly!
That's a snook,
Did
bud.
you see that?
That's a snook pocket.
Oh, that was awesome.
Getting picked up too.
Oh man, watch your line. I'm coming
Yeah, I
your
am.
way.
I'm just trying not to because I'm getting picked up.
Back this way.
What a great hit. You almost had a top
Jumped
water hit
out
on a
of the
redfish.
water and hit that thing, man. Another beauty.
Doubled up.
All right, Seth. Oh man.
Oh yeah, another good red, Jack.
Oh, that biting is so pretty. Golly. Awesome fish. Man, that's hot and heavy. I'm letting one go. Seth's got one. We got 3 in probably 10 minutes. It's not as big as that other one, but it's another male. I can hear him drumming. Beautiful. Jacking them up, Seth.
Good times, bro.
Man, dude, you really know where these redfish are in here. Golly, every time we get together.
Oh, that's a good
It's
time of
just
year
a smackdown. That's another good one, man.
too. Yeah, it is.
Go easy. That's for light line on there.
Yeah, pretty fish.
That's bigger than what I just caught.
Overslot.
Oh man, that is a pretty fish.
Nice hook set too.
Oh yeah, look at that, dude. That's the biggest one yet. Oh man, that's a heavy one too.
It's a good fish.
He's 10 pounds.
Dude,
Good
I like
job, Seth.
that hook set too. He's not hooked deep. He's going to release well.
Now what made you think these fish were all going to be back in here? Is this just a spot you bring your clients a lot, or you just kind of knew,
You know,
or
it's
what?
just because the tide's not ripping yet. So I was actually thinking the first hour might be nothing but loose lines, but no, we're tight lined up. So I'm happy they were in
dude.
here.
There's a bunch. There was 40 or 50, maybe 60 of them in there.
Yeah, beautiful
They're
fish.
all over slot. Every
I'm gonna give you
single
another
one.
one.
of them. Beautiful. It doesn't get much better than this. The blast out here. These fish are all ganged up. There's fish that come in from offshore. There's fish that come in from all over Southwest Florida to come back to these fertile grass beds here in Estero Bay. There's just hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of acres of grass here. And that's what brings the redfish in. There's so much bait. It's so plentiful with everything that you want to catch. There's tons of snook, there's tarpon, obviously the mother lode of redfish. They're just combing this whole edge. We've hooked them there, we've hooked them there, we've hooked them down there. All over this place. The big giant flats are back here, and these fish are staging in this high water over here on this island. And then as soon as it drops down, which we got a 2 o'clock low, they're gonna put, uh-oh, I'm on. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I can't even get a bait in the water, huh? We just
Another big old fat head. This is insane. Tell you, these Okuma reels are shredding up these big redfish. Awesome.
You want me to
drag
wait?
on 'em.
Or catch one.
Whatever you want, man. I can land this one.
All right.
I
We've
think.
caught
I
enough.
don't know. We'll see. He's heading your way.
Well, we've caught enough for that, so might as well make it interesting.
The airwave rods too. These fish are really close to those bushes. You got to have a good rod. This is a 10 to 20 pound airwave, 7'2". and it just pulls them right out of those bushes. It's just perfect. It's not a super heavy rod. It's very light. You can fish with it all day. Man, I don't know how many that is, folks, but it's just a pure punishment here this morning in Estero Bay. There's probably 100 fish up in there, and it's just one after another. What a fun day, man. Unbelievable. He's a pretty fish. Let's get him back for those dolphins. Get over here now.
Come experience Southwest Florida, one of the greatest fishing destinations in the world. Captain Seth Hayes will take you on an adventure you won't ever forget. He has consistently put his clients on great fish for over 20 years. Captain Seth primarily targets the giant tarpon of Fort Myers Beach and Pine Island. This area is extremely diverse and offers anglers a multitude of exciting options. Captain Seth's vast knowledge of the area and the fishery enables him to offer guests a chance to not only catch great fish, but enjoy them prepared by a gourmet chef. It's time. Reserve your own adventure in paradise and experience seafood dining like never before. Incredible angling opportunities year-round. Give Captain Seth Hayes a call today.